Hey guys, welcome back to more Mechwarrior 5. Today we're going to be looking for some better mechs and continuing to try to get our rep up. Off camera I did some looking around and found a location that seems to have several mechs that we might be interested in. They've got a rare Orion, which is kind of cool. We found one earlier in the previous episode. But they've got another Grasshopper, and I like the Grasshopper because of the chest-mounted weapons and rockets. So I'm thinking of getting a second one, since it's a 70-tonner. That'll allow us to have something pretty strong without, wasting a lot of tonnage. The only other option that I've looked at is there's two different Thunderbolts. They're 65 each. This one is predominantly lasers with a few machine guns and LRMs, and then this one is almost exclusively energy-based weapons, with the exception of the SRM-6 on the top shoulder. I'm not really sure which one I would be more interested in getting. They're pretty close in price. The Orion's nice, and it would be good to go right now. I just don't know, because of the weapons all being in the arms, or at least the majority of them. That always makes me nervous. I mean, I guess in this case, if you lost the left arm and the right arm, you're just losing out on some lasers. You still have all the SRMs, you have LRMs, and AC-10. Is there a way to look at... I mean, that's really not bad. That's probably the best we've found in a while. But 7 million C-bills. I mean, I guess it would cost about the same if I upgraded a Grasshopper. You know what? Let's try it. Let's go for it. We're gonna get the Orion. Okay, so someone's got to go into cold storage. We're doing bigger missions now. I haven't actually had to use the Jenner in a long time. So I think the Jenner will be the one to go. Alright, so cold storage for you. Yep, okay. And let's go back to the mech market and let's buy us an Orion. Might regret this. We took a huge hit to C-bills, so we're going to have to take some missions that won't hurt us too bad to make up that money. But hopefully this will help with some of the tonnage and armor problems that we've been having. There we go. Okay, that looks kind of cool. Let's go back and look at your loadout. Now we're good. Okay, so you can fit... Alright, so you've got two sets of SRMs on the arms, LRMs in the torso, and then your AC-10. So, what do we got? We got a couple different AC-10s. I've got one tier 2. Let's take that off, put this on. And I know I've got better medium lasers. Let's give him something better than a tier 1. Let's give him these tier 3s maybe. I mean, we got quite a few of those. I can afford to. Okay, gotta get rid of these first. I can afford to let him use these. That'll help with some heat anyway. And SRM 4s. Do I have SRM 4s? I've got some tier 2s. That would be an upgrade. Not very many though. Let's look at the market. Anything on the market that I can buy? There's some more tier 2s. Yeah, let's do that. That way I have a few extra. Get rid of these and let's put 4 on. So this should technically be a pretty nasty little mech. But we're gonna have to go mess with the armor. So let's switch into details. Let's see. Alright. We definitely want to max our armor. Is there anything we can drop? Wow, that's a lot of ammo. I don't think they're gonna be shooting a lot of LRMs. And I like to put them in the legs. I know the CPU has, or the AI has a tendency to fire at the legs, but for the reasons of ammo explosions, Let's see. That's 320 rounds each. Are they really going to be firing that often? I don't think so. Let's move the AC-10 down. And really the AC-10, I mean, if they shoot more than 40 times, I'd be surprised. So, to free up some tonnage, let's go half. So let's grab us some more ammo. Yeah, we'll buy one. There, that should be plenty. Okay, so 320 rounds, and you're shooting basically 8 per arm. I mean, you can shoot quite a few times. It's like 40 times. Do anything better on the LRMs? 440, shooting 15. I mean, you'll run out of LRMs, but do we really care? Is that a big deal? What do I got on LRMs? Let's look real quick. 10s. There's a 15. Okay, so I've got a couple tier 3s. We'll give you a tier 3. I can spare one. Okay, so how are we looking? We've got a couple tons left freed up, so let's give you some heat sinks, because we know... Oh, still in market. Okay, so heat sinks. We know the AI sucks at heat management. They'll basically stop firing. And I guess, I mean, I hate to put any ammo in the chest, but if I had to, maybe I would move the LRM ammo up here and then put half a ton of SRM. Something like that, maybe. We really don't... Well, no, you know what? I want to do this. I want to put that back. I want to max armor. Because I want as much chest armor as we can get a hold of. Okay, so 92 is the max. What if we drop one there and add it to the back? Yeah. What does that do? Okay, so that's... I mean, we're really not going to be firing all weapons at once. I would be really surprised. Because you're not going to be shooting LRMs when you're in SRM range, so... I'd rather have the rest of the tonnage and we just do max armor. Okay, so that gives us almost max in the arms. Max in the torso, which really doesn't do us any good because there's nothing in the torso. We have no weapons there. Maybe put another point here and here. So 44, 63, 64. Things have to be balanced. Okay, so how much money did we spend on this? Oh, not bad at all. Alright, so we'll do that real quick. That'll take 40 days. Alright, so I think we're finally ready to go ahead and take a mission. And where's a good place close to us that we can... Okay, so these are way out of our range. That's a 6. What about right there? What's Terra like? That's just a hub. Okay. And that's a 6. 7 would be good. 9's pushing it a little bit. Although if we take a 9 and survive, I mean, we could probably take some big mechs with us. There's an 8. How about we go down? Let's see, are these 9s? Those are 8s too. Let's get on Merrick's good side. How about we do that? I'm afraid this high reward will kill us. So why don't we start today off? We go down here for an 8. But we're way up here. So first off, we gotta go somewhere. Is that close enough? Go ahead and go there. Okay, so the Orion's good to go. And I was given a tip on how to find heroes. I didn't realize there was a symbol that showed you the hero mechs on the map. It's the little shield with the skull icon. I'm sure it showed it to me at some point, but I completely missed that. So appreciate the help on that. Let's see. Alright, so we were wanting to go down here. I still think that one's a little risky. I kind of want to try out the Orion first. So we're still out of range for that. How about if we jump to here? We're really burning through our money. we keep having to pay the bills. So we need to do like a war zone or something that's a little easier, but gives us a lot of money, like extra million sea bills or something. That, or we head over into Davian territory and get something where we can just rack up the money. Okay, so we're here. That's 8. That's a demolition contract. Multiple. There's raid. War zone. There's a war zone. Yeah, let's jump down there. Now, I don't know how the game goes if we end up going back into Davian territory and stuff, but since we're over here for the most part right now, it might be good for us to start taking contracts that benefit them so that cost goes down. Okay, anything on the black market while we're here? Usually I haven't found anything really good. Okay, so let's look at contracts. What do we got? 42 war zone. And it's indifferent because it's independence, so that would be good. It's 4 House Merrick. Or is it Marek? Okay, so we get 7 negotiation. We really, really, really need sea bills. I almost don't want to take any salvage, but we do need to take a little. Let's see, if I took these off, how much salvage could we get away with? I mean, 21's enough to take a mech or 2. Then we end up with no sea bills. How about that? How about that? We get 1 million sea bills plus damage coverage, and then 15, which means we could take a mech and get another 300 to 400,000. That might not be too bad. We'll try that. Okay, and the tonnage is 230. We're gonna drop the Mech, and let's try the Orion out. And because we're over tonnage, what should we do? So we lose 2 and we lose 9%. Ouch. Let's see. I'm in a low tonnage mech already. Do we just eat the sea bill? Or do we drop a mech? It's only a 42. You know what? Maybe we just drop a pilot. That's 45, that's 50. I don't have anything smaller. I got rid of the Jenner. This is a 75. If I drop you, can I take the Archer? I can. Yeah, let's try running this with 3 pilots. Less things to repair. We're pretty strong. I'm not super worried. The armor might be the biggest issue. But I feel like, I mean, 416... We're doing pretty good. Warzone's usually not one of the ones that we have a lot of trouble with.
Attention. Prepare for battle.
Okay, so we took a long time to get prepared and ready on this episode, but I think we're in a better place now. And after this, we can try to take a little bit harder missions.
That said, Farhad will never shut up about it if your mechs return to the hangar looking like Swiss cheese. Good luck.
Yeah, no kidding.
Stay sharp, Mechwarriors. Allied command reports enemy movement is projected to hit your location at any moment. Time to earn our pay.
All right, so there's our first mechs, our first enemies of the day.
Enemy destroyed.
Well done, guys. Oh, is that an enemy dropship or is that ours? Is that ours? Okay. That's kind of weird. They hung around for a long time. Not used to them doing that. Okay, so let's go over here. We know you're over here. Alright, so there's a tank. And something to my left. Did I get it? Nope. Alright, that guy's gone.
Target acquired.
Got him. Okay.
So lighting up with additional bogies, Commander.
Yep, we're aware. Just tell me where to shoot. Okay, and there's the drop ship.
All
right.
weapons hold.
And I want you to wait for me to tell you to fire. Yeah, we don't want to waste all your missiles. That was also a really great tip, so thank you.
Acquired.
Alright, now you're good.
Weapons free.
Got him.
Flash target.
And we got Cataphract. Oh, and another Orion.
Target acquired.
Alright, so I'm a little out of range. Have to wait. Well, the missiles are definitely helping. Alright, I really need to get the archer to get back. Don't just stand there and face tank them.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Yeah, the archer's taking a lot of damage. I gotta get him out of there. Let's see.
Moving.
Come back.
Enemy forces continuing to converge on your location. Stay frosty, Commander.
I told you to back up, back up. Let the Orion do some work. Ow.
At your requested waypoint, Commander.
Whoa, man. Easy with the friendly fire. Alright, he's got a weapon down. We need to hurry up and finish this off.
Clean headshot. Nice.
Yeah, I like doing headshots on those. Alright, that's down.
Tango down.
Well done, guys. Alright, what do we got mechs? Griffin and a Blackjack. Those aren't too bad. I'll lead us off right here. Let's see if we can...
New target.
Surprise! Alright, I'm in a bad spot. I don't know if I can take this guy out quickly. There you go.
Destroyed. Target acquired.
Yeah, I see you over there. I'm basically leaving the archer to just kind of
Recon has spotted additional
hang out where it's at.
trajectory that intersects with your position.
Explosion imminent. Your target is about to crit, Commander.
Yep. Alright, so we got another guy over there. How are you doing? Not super bad. I mean, I'm not doing great either.
Target acquired.
Yeah. Let's go over and rescue the archer. The archer staying on that side actually is going to help.
New target. Centurion.
Except for we need to get in there and help him. He's about to die.
Target
Alright.
acquired.
Everybody unload on him.
Focusing fire.
Alright, that weapon's down. Let's see, so 3 mechs may have been a big mistake. I think we're gonna lose our archer again. Come on. Kill him! Kill him now!
Destroyed.
Alright.
Critical.
Yeah. At this point, just trying to save my mechs.
Enemy destroyed.
Alright, you're gone. There we go.
Destroyed. Target acquired.
Come on, get him.
Slash target.
Okay, 4 more.
Appear to be bringing in additional reinforcements. Brace yourselves.
Oh no! Oh no, oh no. That was horrible.
Target commander.
Oh, I accidentally killed him. How did I do that? I hit the wrong key. Great.
Target acquired.
I bumped one of my alt fire keys and he died. Hit him right in the chest with a large laser. Oh man. I'm having bad luck. Oops. I didn't mean to, I swear. Maybe it's time to move on from the archer. That's 2 missions in a row. Of course, that one was mine. That was all my fault. I mean, I made 2 big mistakes here. You know, I'm trying to take on multiple mechs and, you know, doing it with less tonnage or less number of mechs. I mean, I'm doing all right. The crab I gotta worry about in a second. That sucks too, because we were trying to save some sea bills. Now we're gonna end up having to pay a lot more. Hey, why are you fighting on me? At least so far, my mech's not too damaged. Alright, so we got one side off of him. Yeah, so he gets a free shot. That's fine. Come on, Orion. Get in there and do something. Thank you. Alright, so he's pretty close to down. There we go.
Complete, Commander. When you're ready to leave the fray, hop aboard the ship and we'll get you out of there.
Okay, we may try to destroy a few more. How are you doing? What I meant to do is I was going to hit the Q button and then I bumped the large laser and I fried this guy. I really hope I didn't kill the pilot because that was in the chest. I feel so dumb. That was Shenzing, Phoenix, and a dragon. I think we can take the Phoenix Hawk. I'm not sure about the dragon. The dragon. Let's see, how am I doing on armor? Not great. Can we kill this thing? Alright, he's dead. That was another weird ragdoll. Alright, so how are we doing here? Ow. Yeah, he's critical. I mean, we've almost got that side down. Can we kill him? I think we can. There it is. Well, that'll earn back some sea bills.
Victory is ours, Commander.
Yeah, but it wasn't great. Although, you know, he didn't do too bad. I gotta look at how much damage they did. I shouldn't have brought the Archer. The Archer's good as a support mech. That was a mistake to bring him. I let him get too damaged at the beginning, and then we've got a relatively inexperienced pilot in there. That was a mistake all around. Let alone killing them. That was a bit of a mistake. Okay, well, we knew we wouldn't take anything big, and we're so close we can't. But we can get this commando. That'll give us some money. And we're slowly but surely getting in their good graces, so that's good. And let's take this AC-10. PPC. Actually, I want that large laser. Yeah, let's get rid of the AC-10. So we've got 4 more shares. Yeah, another medium laser. Those are always good to have. Gives us 2 left. I guess another one of these. Alright, so we didn't make that much money. We're gonna end up spending, yeah. And we lost Shenzing. I killed my own pilot. Oh, man. What a screw up. Okay. Okay, so let's see if we can recoup this. Wow. And he was trash, too. I saw how bad it was damaged before I hit it. That's definitely going on some sort of blooper reel somewhere. Alright, so let's go over here. Let's go ahead and do some repairs. Sorry, Shenzing. That means we gotta get another pilot. Starting to lose pilots a lot more often than I like. I was hoping the Orion would be useful, and it seems like it was, but... Oh, now there's a rare cataphrat. I kind of like those. Those are pretty cool. But they're kind of another one of those where all the weapons are in the arms. Well, not too bad on this one. Laser and missiles. That's kind of a... I don't know if I like that. Okay, so let's go back to ours. Let's work on ours. Well, first off, let's sell. We need to sell some stuff. Let's sell our commando. Yeah, I mean, almost half a million. That's not bad. And I feel like we should sell the Javelin. It was nice. It was the first one we ever got, but you're just taking up space now. Okay. So we're getting a little bit better on money. I'm not going to repair the Archer right now. I feel like there's no point. We destroyed so much on that mech. Look at all this. It's totaled. That sucks. I'm willing to bet if I repaired it with everything we had. Yeah, 2 million in 75 days. That's awful. Let's fix up the Orion. Okay, that's not so bad. And the Grasshopper, I took a lot of armor damage, but really didn't get hurt. A little bit of structure, maybe. Yeah. Okay, so in place of the 70-ton Archer, we'll start running with either the Quick Draw, Yaggermech, or Atlas. Okay, so let's look at the star map. You know, actually, real quick, let's check out... Is there anywhere we can hire some people? Let's hire a pilot. We just lost another one, and I don't think we have a whole lot. Well, we do have this guy. Captain Skies. You know, I think we're fine then. He can be our new one to replace. These pilots aren't that great anyway. Alright, so back to the star map. Let's see, Primus. Let's see, this is a defense contract. Multi-mission. What is this? Raid, multi-mission. Demolition. I really don't like demolitions. They just keep dropping mechs on you. Warzone's honestly probably my favorite, because at least you know what to expect. There's an assassination. Last time I did one of those, though. Ugh. What about over here? What is this? That's an 8 as well. Well, rather than wasting a lot of time, let's do a defense. Why not? As long as you're... Well, yeah, we'll go here. We may have to move the timeline a little bit. The Orion's done. I'm not sure my Grasshopper's done yet. I need to check that. We've definitely had better rounds of this. Okay, so timeline-wise... Okay, so everything was repaired. Let's look at our contracts. We're getting pretty close to being finished with into Rep 10. In fact, I want to look at operations because it'll tell us... Okay, so we only need right at 100. I think this will do it, finally. So let's take the defense contract. Yeah, these are big ones. I want to do the defense one. 230, that's fine. Okay, so we're not going to get a lot of salvage. I'm going to put some more here. And do something like that. 12. That's enough to take a small mech usually. Okay, so we'll do this. We're kind of indifferent with both groups, so Yeah, the Archer's 2 damage. We know. Alright, so we'll put Freeman back in, and we're going to take out, what is that, Yikes? And let's see, Freeman, we're going to give you, how much tonnage do we have? Okay, we got 230 to work with, so I kind of like him in the Vindicator. And we can get away with 40 tons. That's assuming we take the Orion back out. Did we like the Orion? Was it working well? I just don't know. Because even if I took, like, you know, the Hunchback, we're still 10 over. How are you on ballistics? Alright, so we'll put the Orion out for now. And I guess we'll give you the BattleMech. And that puts us right on tonnage. And honestly, that's not too bad. How much armor are we talking here? 416, so that's good enough. For a defense contract, this will work. I still like having missile support. It's handy for helicopters and whatnot. I do the heavy lifting anyway.
Allied command reports a local checkpoint has incoming hostiles on approach and inadequate forces to deal with incoming armor and mechs. Make contact with the on-site CO and prepare for incoming hostiles.
Okay.
Looks like we found the place, Commander. Nothing on scopes at the moment, but don't get comfortable. Hostiles have been reported in the area.
There we go.
Target acquired.
You say you don't see anyone, but we see them. I'm sure they'll drop some mechs on us pretty quick tier 2, so let's go ahead and head over this way.
Enemy vehicle spotted.
Well done. That is a scary mask, dude.
Tango down.
Nice. You want to go get this one? I can't really see him. There he is. Gonna get you this time.
Looks like you got their attention. I'm showing multiple hostiles incoming on your position.
Yeah.
Target destroyed.
Well, dang, he's destroying everything. Awesome. Alright, so where's the rest of them? There we go.
Target Blackjack.
And...
Acquired.
okay. So we've got 2.
Tango down.
Let's go after this guy. This will be the more damaging of the 2. Gotta get a little closer for my weapon here.
Incoming missile.
Ow.
Hostile that breached the perimeter.
Yeah, we know. There's a blackjack over there. Good. Yeah, you can shoot your machine gun. Okay. Oh, wait, you're not dead. Now you are. Let's go after him.
Additional hostiles have been dispatched. They're heading your way.
Yeah, well, we knew there'd be more. I mean, we're 7 out of 21. So far, I've taken some arm damage.
Target acquired.
We really need these carriers. I mean, no one's doing any damage to the base so far. So, okay, I say that. No. Everybody, warm up on me.
Moving to your 6.
We're not playing this.
Enemy forces continuing to converge on your location. Stay frosty, Commander.
There's an enemy behind us. Can you get that one?
Target acquired.
There, alright, he's down.
Destroyed.
So as long as I don't drop him on the base, I'm gonna come over here and take out this blackjack.
Target acquired.
Oh, we got a lot of mechs. Alright, well, we're over here. Base is doing okay. Blackjack's not a threat, typically.
Clear the command scheme.
Got him before he got in. Okay, we got a Shadowhawk. Right now, the base is doing okay. I'm not really worried. I'm just going to keep fighting. Okay, your arm should be almost gone. Okay, arm's gone. Helps if I hit. Except for the side I really wanted to take on was that side. Well, you can't headbutt me. Okay. What enemy we got over there? I saw one behind us. Another blackjack. Not sure what he was shooting at right then. Or me. Getting a little wacky with my aim. I've learned my lesson. I'm not letting you guys continue to fire at me. Okay, so everybody go after him. We're gonna go after this catapult. Actually, you know what? I want... Yeah, this is gonna... I gotta get inside of his range. Kinda need another mech over here to help soak up some damage. Alright, maybe now. There we go.
Enemy reinforcements are spotted in the area. They're looking away.
Okay, so we got what, 7 left? How are things going over there? A locust and a javelin. That's not so bad. How's the Wolverine doing? Not good. He's being shot in the back. I'm way out of range still. I'll get away from my laser.
Enemy destroyed.
Hey, yeah, I'll take these. Hitting that base might have been a problem. Yeah, come look at me. Gotta make sure I don't hit my teammate. Not that I would ever do that. Missed. I mean, this Wolverine shouldn't be a big deal. Okay, now we gotta get this locust. Now the locust, I mean, he can do some damage. The javelin, I mean, neither one's all that great. The question is, does our own team destroy it trying to get to them?
What the hell? Check your fire, mercenary.
Yes, sir. We are not good at this. All right. That's what I like to see. Oh crap! Can I get by without losing an arm? I felt it. All right, base is still looking good. I had a teammate just fire right next to me. Okay, come on, we can get this. Really? You're not dead? I'm surprised by that. Nicely done.
I'm showing no more enemies on the scope, Commander. Well done.
I never saw him come back down. There he is. Alright, well that's the kind of mission I was hoping we'd start with, but that's okay. We'll just try to forget the fact that we accidentally friendly fired a teammate. I don't know what you're talking about. Didn't happen. Hopefully we didn't take too much damage. I know the grasshopper kind of got beat up quite a bit. Yay, look at that, rep 10. Okay, well that's kind of lying. I wouldn't call us an expert, but appreciate the rank. Now we just got to get, 10 million rep to get to 11, but hey, we can move on, so that's good. And of course we knew we probably wouldn't be able to take a mech. That's unfortunate. I was really hoping we would I mean, that one's got no torso arms or weapons. Why can't we have that one? It probably weighs like 10 tons. Oh well. Alright, so we'll... I guess we'll take the biggest ones we can. It would be nice if they would let you, like, change your mind on salvage. Be like, yeah, hey, I'll trade you some sea bills. Let me have the stuff. Okay, so how'd we do? Other than the grasshopper, which I always take the most, not bad. Let's see, 343, 197, 188. Not bad. Funny enough, though, that our hunchback did the most damage outside of me. So I'm pretty much doing everything and everybody else is just kind of hanging around. But it is what it is. Oh, I'm glad we had to pay that bill. We didn't get a mech or anything. What do we, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind that quick draw just to sell it. So that might be what we take next. Let's find a good place to repair. There's a rare mech. We can go over to Beetlejuice. Let's go to Beetlejuice. I'm assuming that's how it's said. Oh, we can't travel. So I think because of, yeah, we gotta go talk. So let's go speak. Where are you at? There you are.
Hey, boss man. Keeping me and the crew real busy lately. Glad to see the contracts rolling in. Like that. Doing a bloody good job too, gotta say. Just one thing though. You and your fellow pilots might want to dodge the enemy's fire a little bit, alright? We're running triple shifts after some of these jobs. And I know you're doing your level best under the circumstances. I get that, I do. It ain't easy. All I'm saying is, try to bring the mechs home with all their limbs still attached. That's not too much to ask, is it? No, it isn't, mate. It's pretty bloody reasonable, I think. Well, there you go. Some friendly advice on the house, Guff. Gonna get back to work now. Catch you later.
Ouch, that was rough. It's like he knows what happened. Okay, so can we go ahead and can we move along real quick before we talk to her? Or am I gonna get yelled at by her too? Yeah, I'm gonna get yelled at by her too. Okay, let's go up. At least the pilot that we lost was someone we got for free. Could have been worse.
Hey, Commander. Thanks to Spears' people, we now know we're somewhere within Inferno's current sphere of operations. However, we still haven't been able to pinpoint the location of their base. What we have learned is the name of the man who killed your father, the leader of Black Inferno. Name's Andreas Kane. He was loyal to one of the Marek factions.
King Crab, huh?
Making a nasty name for himself. He was responsible for several massacres as well. Of course, that was before he struck out on his own and set up shop as a mercenary. After that, his trail runs cold. Unfortunately, that means there's a lot we still don't know, like how Inferno became as big as they are, or who their current benefactor is.
Andreas Kane. When we find him, Rihanna, I'm gonna tear him and his mech limb from limb.
I have no doubt, Commander. But we need to find him first. I've been scanning the comms looking for any mention of Inferno activity. Not 10 minutes ago, I picked up a distress call from a nearby port city. They've come under successive attacks by a mercenary group and are asking for immediate help. Sound familiar?
Yep.
Sure does.
The distress call had this image embedded in the transmission. It's a map of the city and port. I think it's best if I drop you down here, just outside this farm. You can proceed from there into the main city itself and ensure that it's protected. The port is nearby, over here. That's where I'll pick you up once the city and port have been secured. Questions?
Nope. Plan sounds good.
All right. Get us where we need to go, Commander. I'll keep monitoring the situation.
Roger that.
Okay. Well, we know what we're doing next time. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe.